Hi everybody, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be discussing all the brand new plasma treatments that are available right now for skin tightening and skin resurfacing. And we're going to be talking about all three devices that are on the market right now, how they differ, and if they're really better than lasers. And I bet you're wondering why plasma is so special. Well, if we think in terms of energy, lasers have been studied for years. It's really just light and heat going into the skin to form that controlled wound. And plasma is a little bit more complex. Plasma is the result of mixing gas like helium or nitrogen with atmospheric pressure in the air. Now, quick disclosure, I actually haven't used any of these plasma devices yet, but I'm currently gathering all the information and the research for the practice that I work in so we can ultimately decide if this is something that our patients really need. So if we take a look back at the first generation of lasers, it was that CO2 full ablation laser, and that one is very powerful. It really helps eradicating wrinkles, but the downtime is excessive, the risks are high, and you can really only treat skin types 1 through 3. And the second generation is the fractional lasers. Now, this can utilize the same amount of energy, but just in a fractionated pattern. And when you do that, we've found that it cuts the healing time in half, it cuts the risks in half, and you can treat more of a variety of skin tone. And the third generation is predicted to be the fractional plasma devices. And that is because they are cutting the healing time again in half from the fractionated lasers, and also very low risks, as well as being able to treat on any skin tone. But even though there's a couple devices already on the market, I still believe that we need more information on this to determine if it is in fact better than fractional lasers. Let's now talk about the three devices out there. So if we jump into the first one, it's formerly known as J-Plasma, now known as Renuvion, but they have two hand pieces. The first of which is kind of like a cannula that's meant to go underneath the skin and heat it from the inside out. That results in skin tightening. And then the other hand piece is more like a resurfacing device that fully ablates the entire surface of the skin. And that one is more similar to a CO2. And both of these are supposed to take around 7 to 10 days of recovery. And the cost can be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 per treatment. Now, if we jump into the second one, it's the Opus Plasma device. And this one is very reminiscent to me of the microneedling devices out there because it's on a roller. It includes the pins that emit radio frequency, but also incorporates the plasma. Now, the Opus device actually uses nitrogen to create the plasma, so you kind of get a secondary benefit of cooling. So what that translates to is it's really ideal for all skin of color. Now, the recovery time is very short. It's only 1 to 2 days. However, they recommend 3 of these and a pretty hefty cost, around $3,000 per treatment. Now, in my research, I also found that the Opus device has a very high output of radio frequency, but then a very low output of plasma. So all in all, I think Opus is very similar to the microneedling RF devices. They take the same amount of treatments. They usually take a while to see results. But if you're struggling with stubborn pigment like melasma, or you've got broken vessels or rosacea, this wouldn't be my first choice for you. And last but not least is probably my favorite of the three, and it's the fibroblast therapy, or some people call it the PlasmaPen. Now, this little guy is very user-friendly because, as you can see, you can customize this fractionated pattern around really intricate areas like the eyelid skin, all the while with absolutely no retinol damage. Now, I can see this being an amazing addition to like a laser treatment, because with lasers, you always have to wear eye protection. And for those providers that are not using the interocular shields, it can be kind of a missed opportunity. Now, the PlasmaPen goes for about $900 a treatment on average, and they do suggest 3 sessions. Now, the recovery is a full week from start to finish. However, most patients have said that they never saw the swelling that they usually did from a laser treatment. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this helped give you an unbiased review of all 3 of these, and then maybe you can make a better decision moving forward. Now, in my humble opinion, I don't know if plasma is really going to replace lasers in terms of results yet, but I'm very excited to see what comes next, and hopefully we'll have a safer, more effective treatment for everybody in the years to come. Take care, you guys, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below.